Hello everybody, I'm Mrs. Burr at the Kimball Library, and here we are back for another day of crafts. And I usually work with paper, and today I'm going to do that too. I thought we would do a mosaic paper art design. I've made one to show you what it looked like, and then I decided to make another, a dinosaur in a happy design, just like a picture frame around him. So first, what we need to make our mosaic is a piece of paper. We could draw the picture on the paper, whatever you would like to use in your head. Maybe a heart, maybe a house, maybe a fish. I used a coloring paper right out of the color book. And you can do that too if you'd like. Sometimes it's a lot easier and you can see very carefully where to put the papers. So that's what I did, used a coloring book paper. When I have my design, like this, then I begin to take my colors that I'm going to be using and make triangles, squares. You can make any shape that you like and just cut them in the size that you would like. And I've put my colors in a pile so that they are all together. Yellows in one place, maybe little cups if you're going to have a really big picture. Orange, maybe green, brown, whatever color you're using. Keep them separate so that you can reach for them and know where to put them when you have them ready. The next thing we do after we have all of our little triangles and squares or whatever shape we've made, you take glue and then begin at a spot, not the whole face, but just an area that you're going to be gluing, because otherwise the glue will dry and you'll have to put more glue on, and then it gets very messy. So you begin by putting the glue on the paper in the spot, taking your colors and putting them on, and try to leave a little bit of white from the paper as you put them on. Put them as close as you can. Some will be big, some will be small, but put them side by side with a little bit of white showing all around. That will look like the plaster that holds the tiles together. Ceramics are a very ancient art, and that usually is done with clay, but we're not using clay, we're using paper. But the clay was very common centuries ago and easy to use, so people began building with that, and they would make beautiful cups and tile floors, sculptors, just beautiful things that you would see. And so this paper is just an example of some of the fun things that can be made with paper. So as we continue to cover our picture, eventually, as you can see, my picture is all covered. I've used green from my dinosaur. And then when that is finished, you could cut it out and put it on a very heavy paper, or you could make your own frame out of a colored piece of paper, which is what I did. You could even use a magazine cover, something that is bright and cheerful. And what you do is folding the paper in half, like that. Take your scissors and maybe an inch around, all the way around the paper. And then, as you open it, you'll see it looks exactly like this. There it is, folded and then opened up. It makes the frame for your picture. You can hang that in your bedroom. You can put it, oh, it would be a great gift for someone too. I'm sure they would like it. This is another one that I made, and it's on a heavier piece of paper. This was a red folder that I had at home, and I took yellow pieces and orange pieces or gold. I thought I would make just a bright, bright, hot, hot sun, and then I took some brown from a magazine and made the triangles all around the edges. Now, what you could do after you've made your picture like that, you could cut the shape out all around the edges, and then you could take it and put it on another piece of paper so that it would be very sturdy. And then you could take Mod Podge after you've had it dried and it's all together nice and tight. You could take Mod Podge, which is a sealer, a clear sealer, and you take your paintbrush and just carefully go all over the picture, all around the edges, so that all the edges are sealed in tightly. That will give it a pretty shine, a nice luster. And then when you finally do glue it onto another paper, it will be even more attractive. And you can see what happens when I cut the edge out. I think it will be pretty. I might put it on this brown. Who knows? That might look good. Paper ceramic art is a lot of fun because you can use, as I said, papers from magazines or maybe pictures that you've colored and you really like. Those would be nice to cut too. So have a great time with your glue and your paper and your scissors. It's lots of fun in the summer. Bye-bye for now.